on the front page of the Daily Nation, hunted Obado stares at 2 billion shilling fraud charge. Detectives say that through a brazen 2.3 billion shilling scam, embattled governor built a home worth 100 million shillings and sent at least 13 million to his children. Now, even if he is released on bail, and this is a reality, murder is bailable, and his bail hearing comes up tomorrow, this could just see him back in the docks again. That he could just be rearrested immediately after being released. We've seen that happen. Is it curious that this is coming at this point, that coincidentally, as he faces a murder charge, this fraud charge just appears?
It is a good thing that when it rains, it pours in this country, and I must congratulate the DCI. It's not only happening to him, it happened to Kidero, because Kidero's problems seem to mount every day. But that's the issue. If you find someone who is a thief, what do the police usually do? They begin to check your background, and they find, oh, by the way, your fingerprints are also at that bank heist, and your ID was left in Kisumu during a kidnap. That is what the law is supposed to do. So if he is already in trouble, let us just add fuel to the fire and cook him nicely, so that we know if he comes out, he's absolutely clean, or if he doesn't, then we caught the right guy. And here's my issue, Fred. By the time a governor is building 100 million shillings house, what more evidence are we waiting for? How do you earn less than 800,000 a month? And then now you're building a house for 100 million. Which pocket money is this? In which country? Even if you live in Monaco, 13 million shillings pocket money for university students is obscene. It is unheard of. But why are they able to do this? Because, and let's be very clear, this issue of innocent until proven guilty is the reason why we have governors who've been mentioned in corruption before in office, because this is what they used to do. You want your case to go to court, so that now you'll gerrymander the evidence, so that you are pronounced innocent, so you can go back to your people and say millionaire. That is what used to happen in this country, where courts were used as conduits for laundering the sins of the corrupt. Now, what we must be very clear is there must be consequences for suspicion, and there must be consequences for actually being convicted.
And you know, for a responsible parent and a responsible father, and that's from me, like Obado, should be first and foremost be protecting the children. Unfortunate that, of course, now is putting the children in all this and dashing them, putting the money in their accounts. To me, I think that is very basic. But again, even to say, besides and the law and all that, even our political parties, and I think before even we clear some of these people to go for offices, what are even political parties doing? They know so and so are stolen, but so long you bring monies at the time of nomination and you say this, you'll be taken as very special. They don't look through the morals of some of these people. So also political parties actually should take responsibility. Before they clear some of these people to go for some of these offices, they should be able to help the people and say, now this fellow doesn't deserve to be in this office, should not even be cleared. Yes. So political parties also. It's a level of impunity that you're seeing, if at all. Oh dear, in this case. A fraud charge, 2 billion fraud charge, murder charge coming at the same time. What do you say to that? Do you think he can actually wiggle his way out of this? Well, I think it's going to be very difficult. And the level of impunity, you know how people can have 2 billion, 2.5 billion in your accounts, you know? Meanwhile, you have 77 titles of land that have also been held. You have a home worth 100 or more million. I think 100 million is an underestimation, because I've been there. You know, you've seen the house. Yes. So I'm telling you that the level of impunity in this country, and you know, Swahili people say, yes, Swahili people say siku ya nyani kufa kila mti huteleza. So what's happening here is, I think what DCI has seen is let's deal with all the, I think EACC has been doing investigations, and now that Obado has come forth and is in their custody and so on, I think they've decided, let's deal with all these matters once and for all. But this is really a big lesson. And I think I really am grateful for the turn that this country has taken. You remember when this murder happened, we came out and said, it doesn't matter who was involved, please go for them, you know? And I'm very grateful that the DCI and the DPP have spared no one. You know, they have gone
And this I say, you know, and even tomorrow it might be, you know, me or whatever, but being in public office has a high, it's a high calling. It cannot just be that you are in a high office such as what I hold or what the governor holds or you know, what my brother Mathuki or even, but and then you continue to act like you're just, you know, like nobody has entrusted you with you know, if Obado wasn't governor today, we wouldn't be making this big debate. It wouldn't be occupying our front pages. We wouldn't be showing so much interest. But the reason, I've seen some people writing on Twitter and so on that why it is just because Obado. Yes, it is because Obado is involved that this is a matter of interest. Because people have entrusted him with a high office, which must be treated with respect as per Chapter 6 of the Constitution. You cannot just be living a normal life, going into the forest to look for people who are murdered, walking around like you are not, like you do not hold office. Holding office, elective office, especially where people line up early in the morning to vote for you, it comes with a price.
In fact, we should challenge political parties in this particular case by good party ODM to disown this fellow now.
In fact, I want to agree with Mathuki. You know, there is no reason why, as ODM, we are not. We shouldn't say that we do not know who he should. That like Obado should carry his own.
You are a senior official of the party.
Yes, I am saying from my own personal point of view at this point, not as an official of the party. I am saying from my own point, from where I sit, that ODM should not be associated with this level of impunity. It should not be. And in any case, in fact, the impeachment proceedings on whatever it is, or whether it is the party that will write and say, you know, to Obado himself that he should show cause why he should not be disciplined.
And that's why the political parties are envisioned to have disciplinary committees. Because you see, you cannot hold public office, and have unmentionable amounts of money in your wallet that even for a girlfriend you're willing to buy a 25 million shillings house. My friend, are you the owner of Safaricom where you can make enough profits to do such things? You know, Kenyans must be serious. The other day, an MP has imported a chopper. Now think about it. A member of parliament. Which enterprise is this? Do you own Safaricom? Are you the biggest shareholder in KCB? This is the problem. How is someone who, according to our records, is poor? How are they importing a chopper, which is a luxury even for Donald Trump? Surely.
You know, I would want to challenge, and I will tell you this, from now, our own party will not entertain this. I want to challenge.
If he was a member of your party, he would have been expelled by now.
We would have now constituted a
now you're going
committee.
in the wrong direction.
No,
but you are coming in the right direction.
Committee, and not allow him. I want to challenge the Secretary General of ODM to now constitute a disciplinary committee and save the good name. Save the good name of ODM.
Well,
because ODM commands respect, and to have this kind of people who are messing ODM's name, we will not. This is unacceptable.